Welcome to our February SNAC meeting. My name is Carrie Morse, and I'm a consultant working with Unicorn Children's Foundation. And so I assist them with hosting the Special Needs Advisory Coalition meetings for Palm Beach County. I'm so excited to see some new faces and some familiar faces. So those of you that are new to SNAC, the Special Needs Advisory Coalition gets together via Zoom. Now after COVID, it's been Zoom monthly, and we discuss specific topics, and we have some guest speakers that share information about resources and programs in our county that could be of value to you and those that you serve. Our coalition is made of anyone that would like to join with a joined mission of serving those with special needs. We also would love for self-advocates to join and family members, as well as, agency representatives, which we have quite a few agencies that come on a monthly basis. So if this is your first time, just keep an eye out for those SNAC emails that announce the meetings. They are the third Tuesday of every month at this time at 2 o'clock. And we'd love for you to pop in anytime that you are free and you get a chance. So what we do is we go around the room and everybody introduces themselves. This is an opportunity for those that work for an agency or have a project that they'd like to share information about. So a lot of times we'll share information about upcoming events or programs or announcements that you'd like the rest of us to know about. So that's a great way of meeting each other and learning what's available for those individuals with special needs. There's many different agencies, that focus on different age groups, across age groups. This particular presentation, the presentations today are focusing on early intervention, but we do have agencies and individuals that their mission is more focused on maybe school-aged or transition age or adults. And then across disabilities as well. So just to keep in mind, that maybe one time will be more focused on autism or learning disabilities or one disability versus another, but we do have a wide range of topics that we support. So I will kick it off and I'll call your name for introductions. I'm going to save the host to introduce themselves before their presentations. And everybody else is going to go ahead and introduce themselves now. And like I said, you could say your name and your agency and any announcements that you have. If you're unable to use your camera or your microphone, you can go ahead and you can introduce yourself in the chat, and you're welcome to also put your contact information in the chat as well. All right, so Lauren V, you're first on my list. Hi, Lauren, how you doing?
Okay, hi, I'm Lauren V with Vocational Rehabilitation. We have a lot of VR camps coming up for spring break for transition youth, and that's kind of what's in the works right now this month. And we also do, as an agency, have our new AWARE system starting, originally kind of targeted for March, but it's a major project, so we've pushed it back a little to June. But we are very excited about that, and for our providers and for our staff, it'll be a little bit of a learning curve, of course, with a whole new system, but it's an awesome system compared to RIMS and PERM, and it combines it all into one, which is wonderful. So thank you. Good to see everybody.
Thanks, Lauren. Thanks for that announcement. I'm very excited for that new system. All right, Barbara Flood. Hey, Barbara.
Hi everybody. Barbara Flood. I am the Senior Director of Education Therapeutic Services at the ARC of Palm Beach County. I oversee our 2 charter schools here at the ARC. For those of you who don't know, we serve all the way from early intervention into seniors. So we cover the entire lifespan. So I'm really excited to hear about some of the early intervention stuff today. Our schools here start at 3 years old and we go to 22. So thanks for having me.
Thanks, Barbara. Carly. Hey, Carly.
Hi, everyone. It's so nice to meet you all. My name is Carly. I also work for Unicorn Children's Foundation, but I am the Director of Education over at our middle high school, which we will be opening in August. We are named Boca Center for Autism, and we will be serving middle and high school students with autism as well as related learning and behavioral differences. And we have open enrollment right now. We're also hiring staff, so very exciting time, and I'm happy to be able to share it with you all.
Awesome, Carly. Thank you. Destiny Rawls, you're up next.
Hello, everybody. Destiny Rawls from Legal Aid in the Education Advocacy Project. I'm an attorney there. And I can't remember if I'm forgetting something. Is that everything?
Sure, unless you have any announcements, programs, anything you want to share.
Okay, we do have special education clinics. I'm sure Erica has probably shared the flyer before, but I can share it again if that would be helpful. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Elizabeth Clark.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I am Elizabeth Clark. I am with Children's Services Council. I'm a Community Planning and Partnerships Officer. I've been at CSE for about 7 years now, but I recently moved to this department. You might remember Katie Sandler or Jennifer Munoz. I'm essentially doing a kind of a mix of their portfolios now. So I'm just here really to represent and help promote some of those partnerships and connections. So I'll put my name and email in the chat if there's any questions for me, but I don't really have any big announcements. Something might come to me along the way, but I'll put it in the chat.
Great. And CSC does a lot of work with EI in Palm Beach County. So thank you for coming.
I'm happy to be here.
All right. Erica San.
Hi, I'm Erica San. I'm an attorney at Legal Aid in the Education Project as well. Like Destiny said, we do have our ongoing clinics. So if any of your clients just want to check it on their IEP, let us know. We're happy to do that. And as always, feel free to reach out with education questions.
Awesome. Thank you, Erica. Jason Solodkin. Did I say that right?
Hi, I'm just here to listen. I'm not a presenter.
Hi,
I'm just a
Jason.
parent.
Oh, great. Welcome. Thank you for coming. We welcome parents. That's great that you're here. Spread the news. Kim Harris.
I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear me clear or not.
You
Can
are
you hear
clear
me?
as a bell.
Okay, so my
I don't know
name
where
is
that saying
Kimberly.
comes from, but you're clear as a bell.
My name is Kimberly. I'm the intake specialist in Unit 21D at Vocational Rehabilitation. And we help clients who have impairments or disabilities to get jobs and keep jobs and maintain them, starting at age 14.
Thanks, Kim. Lori Miranda.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lori Miranda, and I oversee the pre-K ESE programs for the school district of Palm Beach County. So this is my first time, so thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Thanks for coming, Lori.
Thank you.
Mary Joyce.
Hi, I'm Mary Joyce. I'm the Title V RN consultant for Children's Medical Services, actually headquarters. And we work on initiatives with our two big initiatives are patient-centered medical home. And also I primarily work with integrated behavioral health across the state. So
Great. A lot of great work.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, Mary Joyce.
Thank you for having me.
Mary Kendall.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Mary Kendall with Special Olympics Florida. I cover Palm Beach County developmental sports, ages 2 through no age limit. We bring free curriculum, equipment to preschools, public schools, private, charter, adult day training programs, summer camps, after school programs. So once again, I'll put my contact in the chat. Feel free to reach out for more information. Thank you. And these programs are inclusive.
Great, Mary. Thank you so much. Melanie McGill. Hey, Melanie.
Hi, Carrie. How are you?
Hi, familiar face.
Yes, I'm with Career Source Palm Beach County now. So we provide job placement assistance. We have resource rooms for people with and without disabilities. We also have the Ticket to Work program for people that have a disability from 18 to 64 that are looking for work and are on SSI or SSDI. And there's a program that's out in the town of South Bay on Thursday from 1:30 to 3:30. And it's to kick off National Disability Awareness Month for March.
Awesome.
I just want everybody to know that.
Thank you. Welcome to Palm Beach.
Thank you, Carrie.
All right, Mallory Senat. Hey,
Hi,
Mallory.
Carrie. Hi, Melanie. I missed you at the last transportation meeting. I didn't know you left Broward. Welcome to
Yes.
Palm Beach County.
Thank you, Mallory.
We're gonna miss you on the board. My name is Milori and I'm the community liaison for the Agency for Persons with Disabilities. We serve 6 counties in our region.
Thank
And
you, Mallory.
I'm happy to be here.
Natalie Eno. Hey, Natalie.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday, Monday. I'm still trying to catch up. So I'm Natalie Eno, and I'm the Family Resource Specialist for the Early Steps program. So we're the state program that helps the little ones from birth to 3 with early intervention services.
Great. Thank you, Natalie. Tracy. Hey, Tracy.
Hey, Carrie. Hi, everybody. I'm Tracy Perez. I'm the Regional Executive Director for the Center for Hearing and Communication. We serve the deaf and hard of hearing community of South Florida. And if you need any services, please contact me. I'll put my information in the chat.
Thank you. And Zippy. Hey, Zippy.
Hi, how are you? Sorry, I haven't been here in a bit, so it's good to be
Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm Tippy Rose, and I'm a Special Needs Community Liaison for Ruth and Norman Rails Jewish Family Services in Boca. We offer financial assistance to those in need in Boca del Rey, Highland Beach. I run support groups for parents, grandparents, and SIP shops. Information and referral. We also, for anyone who needs, we also have a new therapy center, the Cooperman Therapy Center, that offers speech, OTPT, ABA, social skills groups, sensory groups in West Boca with sliding fee scale for those services and much more.
Shop.
And much more. So.
Thanks, Zippy. All right. Did I miss anyone? Okay, great. So let's roll into our presentations. So this month, if you didn't see the agenda, we're going to focus on early intervention programs and resources, which I'm very excited about. And I know we have lots of providers out there, but the 2 presentations today are going to give you a nice overview of services in Palm Beach County. And then, of course, connecting with particular service providers working with those 2 agencies, I think would be helpful if you have any questions. So Brenda Rivera is here. She's the Family Services Assistant Manager of Early Intervention. It's a mouthful. And Wanda Figueroa is the Family Services Director from the Early Learning Coalition of Palm Beach County. So they're both going to discuss the EI and inclusion programs from the Early Learning Coalition. And then we also have Carrie Whittle, is the clinical manager from FAU Center for Autism and Related Disabilities. She's going to provide information about their Early Owls early intervention training program. And also they have a couple of amazing resources, such as the pediatrician guide and the early childhood guide. So she'll walk us through what those are all about and where to find them. So I'll turn it over to Brenda and Wanda to get started first. Welcome.
Well, hi, welcome. We are very happy and very excited to be here. And Maria Gutierrez is part of the team. Unfortunately, she's out of the country, but Brenda and I will try to do our best today to share, all the information about Early Learning Coalition. And I want to start with what is Early Learning Coalition. I want to take this opportunity to really give you an overview about those services, so then we can go in deep about the early intervention program that we have. So Early Learning Coalition have one specific vision, and the vision that we have is that every child in Palm Beach County is ready to succeed in school and life. We are one of 30 coalitions around the entire state, and we work closely with Children's Services Council. We provide services such as voluntary pre-kindergarten. I know that you may hear about that, VPK. So we offer that program. We provide assistance for childcare or any particular program that the family need. Like, for example, if they need assistance to cover the cost of childcare or to cover the cost of after school, they can call us. We can definitely explain what are the eligibility requirements and share with them resources as well. And we connect the families with a lot of resources. So I'm so excited that for first time meet all of you. And I will say maybe I have the faces matching with the program. I actually has been sharing many of your programs with our families when they call us. We, in a monthly basis, just to give you an average, we receive probably more than 14,000 calls. So every time that the family calls us, sometimes not only for eligibility, they call for any resources. And if the child has special needs, we share the resources that we know in Palm Beach County, and we ensure that they connected with program. So I want to have my ask today. If anybody can share their information, I would love to connect with you as well. Okay. So part of the programs that we have is why early care and education matters. We find out in a lot of research that a child really that is in a high quality program have higher math and reading score. This is just some of the statistics. That's it. Lower risk to grade repetition, higher graduation rates, fewer referrals in special education, and probably you can probably have more and more research. What is important that the child really receive or is exposed to higher and early care education program. We have different programs across the Palm Beach County. One of the programs that we have is the Child Care Resources and Referral. If you have any family that is new in Palm Beach County and they want to put the child or place the child in any facility in the county, they can call us. We have over 600 providers in our database. So sometimes they don't know where to start. They don't know what is the provider, the childcare facility, if it's a home, if it's a center. We can educate a family to ensure that they can take an informed decision about that. The VPK program, as you know, is a free program for any child that have 4 years old. And we have a program also it will say, part of the BPK that we call a specialized program that also serves children that have special needs, but have a specific qualification. The child need to have 4 years old and live in the state of Florida. We have also Early Head Start. We serve probably more than 150 children that they live in specific areas. We have a school readiness program that is part of the program that provides assistance for childcare, provides subsidy to cover the cost of childcare. I always need to mention childcare and resources and referral, but also Children's Services Council, because it's one of our main partners that we have, and they open an opportunity for other families as well to receive some scholarship and to receive some support. And absolutely, we are in love to have the Early Intervention and Inclusion Program. That is a program that we also have to support families when they have any child that has some concerns, or any child that needs support, or any child that mom didn't know if the child is on track or not, or maybe the provider, childcare provider needs support in their classroom. We have the team that is well trained in the different areas. But in order to know more, I know some people are visual. I am visual. Will you have a video that capture everything about who we are?
CCR&R is important to the coalition, but most importantly, it's important to the community.
Childcare Resource and Referrals is one of the many tools that the Early Learning Coalition of Palm Beach County uses to support our mission of building a community-wide commitment to comprehensive, high-quality learning environments that benefit the children and families of Palm Beach County.
We can help families providing detailed information about community and state resources. Keep a database of all legally operating childcare providers to help families select early learning programs.
Once we give that information to those parents, they feel more empowered to go out into the community and reach out to those providers.
Families begin to have higher expectation of their providers, and providers then in turn provide high quality learning environments for children based on parents' expectations.
It is our front door. It provides a single point of entry.
Giving that information definitely gives that parent a tool to go ahead and be more proactive with the community.
The Early Learning Coalition of Palm Beach County is fully committed to ensuring that every family receives child care resource and referrals. In order to do so, we've cross-trained all of our staff to ensure that as families come in at any point of entry that they receive child care resource and referral.
We talk to your families. We talk to the families about childcare needs, about financial assistance. We're supporting families in different ways. Families that have children with special needs, or even any need that family have.
So their children can truly have a quality childcare education.
It's not only about just giving them the information, but explaining it to them, just giving a reason behind the information.
CCNR can also help childcare providers. We provide access to resources to promote quality early childhood education, offer free professional assistance opportunities for childcare providers and staff, and offer to new childcare providers information and technical assistance. We are here to assist you as well.
Visit www.elcpalmbeach.org to learn more about our child care resource and referral services.
If you're a parent that is looking for childcare needs, please call area code 561-514-3300.
We look forward to speaking with you.
And yes, we look forward to definitely, speaking with you all, definitely after, this presentation. We would love to have that conversation and share everything that you offer to our families. Now, Brenda, we're going to talk more about the Early Intervention and Inclusion Program. Thank you.
All right, so yes, so my name is Brenda Rivera. I'm basically overseeing everything about related the Early Intervention and Inclusion Program, along with Maria Gutierrez, who is our manager. And it's very important for us to talk about the different programs that ELC offers. As Wanda has mentioned, so we have different programs that help families in different areas. And then once they join to any of our programs, it's very important to us to educate families about early intervention and how important it is to monitor their children's development. So as part of the services that we offer, is to ensure that our children, we can offer them, the families, the developmental screening. So we are ensuring that we are screening early and screening often. So that's why as part of the programs that we have, we offer the developmental screening every 6 months to ensure that we are keeping track of their children's development and identify any needs that that child needs and the family as well. So as you can see here, there's different ways that we ensure that families get that education. So we have providing access to a wide range of learning opportunity, activities, settings, and environments is a defining feature of high quality early childhood inclusion. And also we have different activities for families to participate. So even in environments and programs are designed to facilitate access, some children will need additional individualized accommodations and supports to provide fully in play and learning activities with peers and adults. So that's why also part of the early intervention services that we offer is not only to the families, it's also to the childcare providers. So we have different trainings, different supports for our providers to ensure that they feel prepared for attending the children. So also once we identify any child that may need any further assessment, we ensure that that family or the provider can get the supports that they need. For example, in addition to provision addressing access and participation, an infrastructure of system level supports must be in place to undergird the efforts of individuals and organizations providing inclusion services to children and families. Our partnership with HomeSafe is an organization that we have a very close partnership through the Children's Services and Council, and we are ensuring that constantly work together. So once we offer the developmental screening to the children who are receiving any of the services that we offer, we identify those children that maybe has monitor scores or concern scores, and we ensure that we are educating the parents. So we have a great team that we are constantly identifying those families to reach out to them over the phone, explaining them the results and offer them the different resources that we have in the community opportunity for them. So we are a connection. So we are ensuring that we are connecting families, and then through Home Safe, once the parents accept a referral to receive a further assessment, we do that through the Healthy Beginning program. So Home Safe is our close partner, and through Home Safe, once they accept to do the further assessment, Home Safe do the appointment with the family, and then based on those results, Home Safe will be connecting the families with any of the Healthy Beginning programs or any other agency outside of the Healthy Beginning program as well. So what they are going to doing is just to ensure that they connect the family to the right agency based on the family needs, based on the child's needs, and ensure that that family get educated and help them navigate everything related to the agencies and the different programs that we have for children that may need help in any of the developmental areas. So that's basically the way that we are working together with Home Safe. So it's something that is constantly. So we are in a connection. This is another view of the same information that I'm sharing. So once a family is receiving any of the programs that we have in your ELC, we are offering to them to do both of the screening, the ages and stages questionnaires that is focusing on educational skills like communication, motor skills, problem solving, personal social. And also there's another questionnaire, which is the social emotional questionnaire. And we are ensuring that we are covering not only the educational skill, but also the social emotional area as well. So once we identify any family that may need help, we contact them, we reach out to them. So we are ensuring that we are educating families about how we work here in Palm Beach County, the different programs that we have. And then we connect them through Home Safe for them to get that assessment. So that's basically the way that we offer that education and orientation and guiding families to ensure that that through the quality child care that they are receiving through these programs, they also can be, we can identify early any child that may need help to ensure that they have received the help that they need before they get in school. So those 5 years are very, very important. So we want to make ensure that we are educating them. And as part of the education that we are giving to the families is through different activities that we have in the community. So we have been working at the community doing some pop-up playtime events where we are bringing this activity with different toys where family can enjoy and play with their kids. And also that is a great opportunity to talk about the different ways that they as a parent can also ensure that they can help their kids in the different developmental areas. So we are just having some different stations where parents can play with their kids, and that's the basic the main purpose, having parents playing with their kids. And through that moment, then they can see if their kids are able to do those activities. If there's no way, if there a child is not able to do it, it's a great opportunity to have that conversation with the families, encourage them to do the developmental screening, because the developmental screening, we are not offering the screening only for the families in any of our programs. It's free for anyone. So any parents can also, through these activities that we are doing in the community, they can also request to do the developmental screening. Is completely free. And also we have that opportunity to connect them with Home Safe. So this is something that is for everyone. So what I'm gonna show you right now is a video of some activities that we have done from last year, and also that is outside activities and also at the library. Right now, we just came from Mandel Library. So we had a pop-up event. So during this coming 5 months since January, we started doing a small version of the pop-up event. Every month, we are doing selecting a domain, any developmental area. And last time in January, we were focusing more on social emotional. Today, we were bringing some activities related to physical development. And it's great moment to have that connection with families. There were families that they came to the library just because they heard about this activity that is focusing on physical development. I had the opportunity to talk with a family that they were having some concern related to her child not crawling yet, and then it was a great opportunity to connect with this family, give them information about the developmental screening and also the different programs that we offer. And that's our next step. After we do these events, then we collect their contact information to follow up with the families, and then having that conversation, giving them the right information, and then guide them on the right way to get the screening or any evaluation for their kids. So I'm going to show you this short video so that way you can have an idea of how it looks, these pop-up playtime events. So yeah, that's basically what also we have been doing in our community, and it has been a great experience. And also we are giving the families educational toys and explaining them on how to use these toys with their kids intentionally to also ensure that they are stimulating all the developmental areas. So thank you so much. I don't know if you have any of you have any question for us. So we are here to answer your question. Wanda, if you would like to add any information, feel free to do it.
I think, thank you, Brenda. No, we are very happy to launch these campaigns around the county. I think it's any community that invite us, we always try to go there and meet their needs. But this is to create also awareness about it's important to ensure that to screening early and ensure that your child is on track. So we want to really go to that myth that say, nope, and I don't want to do the screening because that's labeled my child. No, let's screen early. So I would like to definitely, send an invitation. So we are open in case that and have any event that we can actually go with our pop-up, play and learn. Thank you. Any question?
Go ahead, Tracy.
So I'm from Broward County, and I'm just asking so I can make, I guess, my comparable to understand how the process does work in Palm Beach. This was very helpful and informational. If an individual, like you said, they come to you, they get the ASQ, is Home Safe comparable to what we call down here CDTC, the Child Diagnostic Treatment Center? Are you guys familiar with that?
No, I'm not familiar with that. Home Safe is like the entry organization that one time we referred your children with them, they connect them with other resources. So I'm not sure about, is that exactly or
Tracy, it sounds like it is.
Okay, because I'm trying to understand, like, are there psychologists there that, or people who are doing the Battelle and the more comprehensive developmentals, and then after those developmentals are identified, they're connecting them to speech pathologists or OTs or PTs or anything else, right?
Yes, you're right. So Battelle is one of the assessment that they offer. So based on the developmental areas that the child is showing concern, they have different assessments. And then based on those results, that is not, they are not offering formally evaluations. So it's just through these assessments, Battelle is one of them. They identify if that child may need a formal evaluation, and that's where they connect the family with early steps, with Child Find, and any other agency or program that they have.
Yes.
Okay, so they're the linkage to early steps and Child Find. And then may I ask one more question?
Sure, yeah.
Is there anything that is specific that you guys are providing for individuals who are deaf or hard of hearing or the blind community once those kids are identified? Because we find that's a big gap that we're experiencing with our individuals.
So at the moment, there's no specific program that we are offering. However, any family that maybe so far at least for the time that I've been working in our coalition, so I have not had that request yet. However, of course, right now I saw that there's one person here from Hair and Hearing. Yeah, perfect. So exactly. So great. So that's great because for example, in case that we have those situation where families need a specific area that they need help, of course we do a research to ensure that we are directing them to the right agency, the right place for them. And also I'm sure that Home Safe also they have the same process, so that's why they are like that connection where they are ensuring, since there's many agencies and many programs out there, what Home Safe is helping these families to navigate basically the different programs and different agencies that we have in our community.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Tracy, but please, I will have your name and number so we can connect as well.
Mm-hmm. Any other question? No? Okay.
I will put my name and my email in the chat, and because it was not in the presentation, in case you want to reach me. Okay, thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Brenda and Wanda. We appreciate your time, and we hope you can continue to pop in every once in a while. It's great to have, you know, faces from around different agencies and different age groups, and it's nice that you all are here to present. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting us.
So next up, we're going to have Carrie Whittle, and she's going to talk about the FAU card programs that are specifically focused on early intervention. Looks great. Thanks, Carrie.
Wonderful. Thanks so much for having me. We really appreciate being here and allowing the opportunity for us to share our information at FAU CARD, the Center for Autism-Related Disabilities. My name is Carrie Whittle, and I'm a clinical manager there. I work directly with families and community members, and I know a few of you on the call too, so I appreciate it. It's nice. We partner with a lot of you, so it's nice to be here. So what CARD is we're a free resource. We're funded through the Florida Department of Education, and what we do is provide counseling, support, across all ages, ethnicities, all kinds of groups. It's not just families, although that's a large part of what we do. But we work with faith-based organizations, community members, government agencies, school districts, teachers, pretty much anybody that has or supports a student or an individual that has autism. So we are there to support families, and we're there for the life of the family and whoever that might be. So that's from birth all the way through adulthood. I think our oldest constituent is 88. So we're there for quite some time. So that's, we're in, what we do is we service 5 counties out of the FAU Center. We service Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, Okeechobee, and Indian River. And we have 3 offices. 2 are in Palm Beach, Northern and Southern, and then we have another office in St. Lucie. So we do cover quite a large area. I just wanted to talk a little bit about our staff, because I think it's important to realize who we are and the kinds of resources and information that we have. We have a lot of education and background. We have a lot of our staff that has masters, but we have 3 new doctoral level staff as well. And they come with a lot of experience. Some are clinical support specialists by being special education teachers, or they're licensed mental health counselors. We have speech and language pathologists, licensed clinical social workers, and we just have so much staff with such a diverse background. We are also able to service families that have, if they need Haitian or Creole speaking, Spanish speaking, or Portuguese. So we're really trying to support communities in multiple cultural backgrounds as well. We have a lot of our staff has a ton of experience, most of them a minimum of 10 years working in the autism population. And as I mentioned before, we span across the life from birth to adulthood. So some of the things that we do, if we look on the left side, working with schools and teachers and within the community, we provide a lot of trainings, and I have a list of trainings, and I'm going to go into more of that as well. But we can support if there's faculty, teachers, staff, any of that, even parent groups. We also offer, we can offer through our CARD Center, we have nationally and locally recognized speakers. So if there's particular topics that are important that a particular group or teachers or whoever it might be, community members want to see us, we can tap into that and get those resources and that particular recognized speakers to come and present as well. We also offer technical assistance to anybody. I've been into different classrooms. I've been into different faith-based organizations where I go into they teach the preschool programs and things like that. And we support the teachers. So we support everybody, like I said. We can do observations, and then we can also participate in any events that are going on within the community as well. The things that I like to focus on too, mostly are supporting our families. So we do provide one-on-one consultation with a family member once they want to become registered or connected with us. And what we do is we meet with them individually and we kind of go over their specific needs. So it could be a lot of different topics that we talk with a family. For example, when I meet with my younger families, I might talk about different safety considerations such as elopement or water safety. I might talk about feeding concerns that they might have. I might talk about maybe toileting issues that they might be concerned with. There's a lot of things that we go into. It could be respite care. It could be, babysitting. It could be school. Where should they go? It could even be navigating between early steps or child find or even the Early Learning Coalition and connecting them with other resources. So that one-on-one consultation is really important because from that we see what resources they need within the community. And that's what we do, is we connect them with those resources. And they are sometimes specific to our families of children with autism. That could also be therapies that they might need, whether it's behavioral therapy, ABA, speech and language therapy, occupational therapy, and all of that. So those are the things that we really try and focus on to support our families. We also can do autism-specific screeners. So there are a lot of different kinds of screeners out there. The ones that we use are specific to autism and identifying those deficit areas. So which are the repetitive restrictive behaviors and the social interactions and social communications. So we can do an autism-specific screener for any family member that would like one. We do, as I mentioned, safety is a big one for us, especially, we've had some things going on in the community lately. And so we really try and talk about elopement, the wandering. We have safety boxes, which our families can access through us, which we use those safety boxes. In those are resources for families that they can have. It's an electronic lock on a door because sometimes just having a lock, kids can undo it, so having a sound attached to it. But we go over all the resources within that. It could be straps on the seatbelt where we have a medical information about a child, because maybe that child, if they're in some kind of a situation where a police officer or someone comes to the back of the car, they can see that that child might be nonverbal and not able to communicate with them to explain what's going on or things like that. So we go into depth with a lot of our safety things. And safety boxes are one of the things that we do offer as well. We also do offer, as part of elopement as well, we have tracking devices if kids need them, if they do run off. There are kids that sometimes, they aren't verbal and things. So we do have those and devices that could be available. And we've also trained the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office in that they know how to support these kids, and they can send out drones and people on foot to find them. So we are really trying to work quite a bit in this area. Also with the water safety, we connect families with swimming lessons because we know children with autism are very attracted to water. So we connect kids with water, the Coalition for Drowning Prevention. Also, there's a grant funded through the Palm Beach County YMCA's Boca and Boynton that run specific programs for swimming lessons for kids with disabilities. So these are things that we really try and work within the community resources and connect our families with these on these particular topics. So our community resources are extensive, and we do try and connect families with all of that. One of the trainings that we do of our other trainings that we do as well that we can connect families with, and some of them I've already mentioned. So if I could talk just a little bit about the prevalence of ASD, currently estimates indicate that 1 in 44 children under the age 8 and older are actually identified as having autism. Now, we do see that there are more boys than girls. However, a lot of times girls are starting to be identified a little bit more. They've been under-identified a little bit, but there's also no ethnic boundaries and no social economic boundaries regarding that. But we see that these numbers, I know when I started with CARD only about 7 years ago, the numbers were 1 in 69. And now every year it just keeps coming down and down. And this is the most current statistics that we have. And we also know that most kids are not diagnosed till after the age of 4. But yet we know that they can be reliably diagnosed at 18 months. So that's why these early interventions and early supports can be so critical in a child's development process, because we know that if we can get these services and supports in really early, even before the age of 4, it can really have some significant outcomes and really help a child as they get older. So that's why we talk a lot about these early interventions and how they are just so important. And as I mentioned, one of those trainings is the Little Owls training. And this is for families that are new to autism. And this is a free training that we do. It's for families to really understand in detail exactly what autism is, how it affects that child, how it affects the family, what is the restricted repetitive behaviors, what are those social interactions. Wanda goes over, the person who runs this, goes over in great detail, and it's so important to our families of children, that especially those that are newly diagnosed, to really understand what autism is, and so that they can get a better understanding and really help their child and know what are the important things to get in place as soon as possible. One of the other trainings that we do is called Building Better Behavior. This is really important too for a lot of our young families. We try and connect families with resources in the community, but sometimes there are barriers, whether it's a family's insurance or different things. So we're trying to train family members on how to support their child's behavior as well. By having our board certified behavior analysts, there's a training out there called the Ruby training, which has a lot of research and development behind it. And this program is based off of that. And what it is it's training parents on how to understand their child's behavior, actually analyze it, take data on it, and come up with interventions and replace what we call replacement behaviors to be able to support their child. So we're actually trying to train the parents as much as we can. And this is the whole process that we're doing. If you think about it, it's so important to go to therapies. It's so important to get families connected with those therapies, but it's also just as important to support the parents in understanding their child through these initiatives like the Little Owls, understanding what autism is, understanding how they can support their child with behavior, such as this training, Building Better Behavior. And then we also have other initiatives such as the African American supporting children with autism. So we find that a lot of our families in the African American community are under-identified, sometimes over-identified in other areas or other disabilities. So we have initiatives to help support our families in this. And this is Chandra, who is running these this is also a task force. She also runs a support group. And this is another initiative that is so critical for our families as well. Another one is that Jeffrey is a new member to our staff, and he's supporting our Haitian Creole families. And he is reaching out to those communities as well to be able to support them in getting them connected with other resources. We also have a Hispanic underrepresentation group as well. We find that these particular groups, through our literature and our research, has identified these particular groups especially in high need and especially being under-identified. So we have Sabrina de Goyas, also a new member of our staff, who's been reaching out to the Haitian community, the Hispanic community as well, as a clinician and connecting them with services. She also runs what she calls the Cafecita Social, which is her, it's like a support group for parents. And then she's also running the Little Owls program, just like Wanda is, but also in Spanish. So, and that program is also translated into multiple languages. We've ran it in Portuguese as well. So, so we're really trying to get our information out there to our families. We also connect with community members. Like I said, this is just something that we do for whether it's a business or not, but we have Boynton Beach is actually a autism friendly city. So, but we've connected. We had, I was meeting with one of the schools and they said, you know, some of our kids come in on Palm Tram and, you know, they need some support. So but we reached out to Palm Tran and they actually wanted it as well. So we're training their staff on how to support our families. So there's a lot of connections that we try and make within the community as well. Some of the other things, I just wanted to share our website because I think it's important if you know, you ever have a need of either our services or for a family, whatever it might be, I think it's important to know that this is like our go-to place, I call. This is our main website. And if you just scroll down right here, request for services, you just click on that and then anyone can fill that out. It doesn't have to be just a specific family that's in need. If there's a community or whatever it is, if you want us to do a training on something or whatever, you can just fill that out and then a clinician will reach out to you directly. The other thing is I wanted to show you our directory of providers. We have, if you just click on that and just click on this little arrow, you can see that we have a whole list of different kinds of providers that we offer in a lot of different areas. Okay, so if you're looking for, like, say, speech and language therapy, you could click on that. You could click on what area you were looking for, because like I said, we cover the 5 counties, but then you just click on this bar and then you can see down below here all the different agencies that might be possibilities for you to connect with for services or therapies. So just know that we have a lot of resources within our organization. As far as a directory. A couple of things I really wanted to share with you are in this other resources section. As you can see, I think a lot of your agencies are probably in here. And you know, if there's some that are not, please let us know because we will definitely add you here because we want to be able to share whatever you have to offer to our families as well. A couple of things I really wanted to share though is one is this pediatrician guide. And the reason why I want to share this is because we've identified this particular group as sometimes waiting a little bit longer, possibly than what might be helpful for some of our families. And we know, like I said before, we can get an identification for an individual as early as 18 months. So if we can really connect with pediatricians to offer services or to just inform them, hey, look, you know, we have these other resources. We have these other places that can do evaluations. We would be happy to do screeners. So we're trying to educate pediatricians on this process as well. And just that we're here and we're here to support their families. So if they have questions about that, usually pediatricians have to do some kind of autism evaluation on a child. I believe it's at 18 or 24 months. And so we're just saying that, you know, if you have concerns or questions, come, you know, here's a pediatrician guide, and in the guide, let me just open this up. In the guide, it just kind of goes over a whole bunch of information, just how to tools they can connect with. Again, a lot of your organizations are in here as well, but we also give them tips, you know, like visual supports, safety stuff, resources for school age. There's all kinds of information in here. And you can see that there's a whole bunch of resources, you know, like I said, early steps, child find, all kinds of things. We talk about little owls, early interventions, what puts them at risk, what are the resources, what's the research behind all of this. We also have flow charts and all kinds of things within here so that families can actually see, you know, go through the process. Okay, if you get a screener that you're questionable about, what should you do next? And then the next step and next step. So we just talk about comorbidity, all kinds of things. And like I said, this is just a resource that's for pediatricians. So what we're doing is we're trying to go into a lot of pediatricians' offices, and we've made some actually hard copies of this particular pediatrician pack, and we've disseminated it to quite a few pediatricians' offices already. And we're trying then to also go in and then see if they would like a training as a follow-up and also connect with them that way. So, so that's one of the things that we've been working on. Another one, another one is the, if you look under other resources again, and then if you scroll down, another one is the Early Childhood Resource Guide. Because also as part of this, we're trying to target the younger areas. So again, it's pediatricians, and then we're trying to go into early child care centers. So connecting with them as well, if they want trainings or if they have kids, you know, and then connecting them with other resources in the community as well. So we've established this early childhood guide, which is very similar. It kind of goes over a lot of the same information. However, it's how to have those difficult conversations with the parents. What are some of the things that we can do to support early identification? What are some of those behavior things? What could you do at playtime? You know, social interactions, interacting with children with autism, some of those sensory needs. So this is more, it's similar to the pediatrician pack, but it's a little bit more hands-on, and it provides them tools that they could use to be able to support their families, and then things that they could use within the classroom. So these are just some of the resources that we have. Sorry, I'm just trying to get out of this. So these are just some of the resources that we have on our website. If you look again at other resources, we have further down, we have like our summer camp list of camps that kids could go to in the summertime. And we also have all of our safety things here, like Safety in the Home, that's developing a safety plan for families, Drowning Prevention Coalition, and things like that. So these are all the resources that we have. And then the other thing I really wanted to share with you is that we have ongoing trainings all the time. This is a brochure that we put out 3 times a year, and all the trainings that we have are also listed right here. So if there's anything in particular, like I did a training on preparing your preschooler for kindergarten, you know, what are some of the things that you need to get ready? Because some people don't really think about what are those little things that they might need. You know, is it maybe making a map of the school so a child knows where they're going? Maybe having a safety plan. What's the drop-off procedure going to look like? Or the pickup, you know, does your child elope, and would they need someone right there to take them from that drop-off to the classroom? You know, things like that. These are all important things, but if anybody wanted to do that training, they could just click on that and then register for it. Or if they wanted more details, they could go into that. All these trainings are ongoing. We have them all the time. Right now, this is through end of February, beginning of March, and then we have a new one that will be coming out. I believe it's coming out beginning of April. So just know that we have tons of trainings going on all this time. I do a play in the park. I meet with families in the park, and they can just connect with each other. I'm there to help facilitate that for them. I'm also there to help answer questions and things like that. So there's a lot of different kinds of trainings and support that we provide to our families. So that's most of the information that I have regarding CARD. This is our contact information. If anybody wants that, this is the website that I just showed you, autism.fau.edu, and that's the direct line for CARD. You would just leave a message, and then one of our clinicians would get back to you. And I'll also leave my contact information in the chat as well. But does anybody have any questions on anything that we do, or?
Carrie, I see you have some accolades in the chat. Lori said that you and team are amazing, great partners.
Thank you. You know, it's so wonderful. We partner with Lori quite a bit on a lot of things, and it's just such a nice collaboration. And so many people here we so many people here we collaborate with, you know, with Millery and Natalie and a lot of people. So it's really wonderful.
Yay, Natalie says yay. Does anybody have any questions about CARD and the resources and services they provide?
I would just like to say I highly recommend Carrie's potty training. Her training is awesome. I wish mine, I wish I had that when my girls were little, but she does such a good job in anything she does. And the Little Owls class that Wanda facilitates right now, I'm doing a session with her. And I'm so happy to let you know there's like 20 families that have just been diagnosed that are getting this training. They have like 2-year-olds. So it has been just the first day we are already all in tears. So it's a great training. It really hits to the heart. These parents want this knowledge and they also want a sense of community. So it's been great.
Thank you, Natalie. Yeah. And anytime we can collaborate with anybody, we're happy to do that. I know we collaborated with the Early Learning Coalition and Lori and myself as well to help support our families with the specialized instructional support funding. And, and we've done stuff with Natalie, trainings for her and with early steps. And so we're happy to help with whatever we can do. So.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Carrie, for taking the time to present. Does anybody else have any questions or announcements, either related to early intervention or perhaps not? Any ideas for our next meeting topic? I do have some presenters that have agreed to join us, and I'm opening it now just to kind of give you a sneak peek. So for March, we're very lucky to have Stacy Hoagland. Those of you that know her, she's down in Broward. Their Partners in Policymaking program through the Florida Developmental Disabilities Council is amazing. So she's going to come on and talk to you all about that program. And then we also have a representative from Nonprofits First that's going to come talk about their nonprofit and how they support nonprofits in Palm Beach County. So that's slated for March. And then April, we're going to move into the topic of self-advocacy. And then we also have some program presentations as well. So if anybody has ideas for presenters or topics, please let me know, and I'd be happy to reach out and find folks to educate us on programs and services in Palm Beach County. All right. Well, I know today was short and sweet, but y'all can get back to your long list of emails and enjoy your afternoon. And thank you all for coming. Thanks, Carrie. You put your contact information in the chat if anybody wants to reach out to Carrie on more information. And thank you all to our presenters, Wanda and Brenda and Carrie. Thank you all for coming. Have a great afternoon. See you next month. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.